Okay, I want to talk about this here a little bit because I do believe the boy's claims probably the truth. Regardless of what people say, it is probably the truth. Okay? 13-year-old boy rapes his sister, 7, claims bullying made him do it. I know it sounds crazy now, right? But it's not. I'll explain in a minute. When an unnamed 13-year-old boy was busted for touching and having sex with his 7-year-old sister, it seemed like an open and shut case of junior delinquent, blah blah blah, whatever, of the highest order. Okay, douchebaggary of the highest order. But to hear the sheriff Rio Arriba County, New Mexico, tell it, the boy's a victim. The boy is a victim. No lie. We don't have many details in the case, such as names. What exactly happened? Or no, the kid got caught. But okay, or how the kid got caught. But the boy claims he did it due to peer pressure at school. The other kids were reportedly bullying, tormenting, and teasing him because he was a virgin. That is so true. See, right here I can already tell you that is so fucking true. Okay? This case is all about bullying. And because of the bullying, now we have 2 victims. That's correct. That is 100% accurate. The sheriff's not off on this at all. He knows what the fuck he's talking about. It's like the sheriff knows much more about what happened at the school than we do. Yeah, it's because the sheriff has some brains, and he's actually using them. He's exercising using what he has inside his head, which is what 90% of the world don't do anymore. Isn't that right? So maybe there are extenuating circumstances. Still, a 13-year-old boy doesn't get a pass for raping his own sister regardless of his excuse. Okay, the boy is now being held in juvenile charged with criminal sexual contact and criminal sexual penetration of a minor. Okay, I love how they charged him. Of a minor, like as if he wasn't a minor himself. He's 13 years old. He's a minor himself. Okay, so, the charges don't even fit the situation. The last sentence, or the last paragraph here, they're trying to make up lame excuses to cover it up. And still make, she's the victim. Yeah, he can't possibly be a victim. He's a guy. That's right. He's just a boy. Boys are never victims. It's not possible for a boy to be a victim. Even if it's by other boys, you're not a victim. Even if 10 other boys take a knife and they hold you down and they stab you and they cut you and they punch you and they kick you, you're still not a victim. You can only be a victim if it's a girl. This is the sick in the head mentality of the majority of the people in today's society. No. I know exactly what the sheriff's saying, and he's right. There are 2 victims. The boy's a victim, too. Because I'll guarantee when he said he was bullied, ridiculed, and picked on for being a virgin in school, that actually happened. Oh, yeah. I'll guarantee it happened. There's not a doubt in my mind about it. We live in a society where everything's about fucking sex. 90% of the people don't even know what love is. The only thing they know is what lust is, not love. And if they can pick on somebody, bully somebody, they do it in a heartbeat because they love to do unto others that they don't want done unto themselves because it makes them feel big inside to be a parasite. Okay? So they're big inside because they're parasites, they're pieces of trash, they're turds that fell out my ass, excuse my language. Okay? And that makes them big inside. So here they are ridiculing and bullying this kid. Okay? And teasing him and tormenting him. Okay, because he's a virgin. Because he's a virgin. Because everything's about putting your dick in a hole. Because all that matters in life is taking your dick out of your pants and sticking it in a hole. That's the mentality of the majority of people. You're going to say, whoa, yeah, but at 13, that's an awful young. No, you ain't go there with me about it's an awful young age. When you have UNESCO, United Nations, pushing sexual education on children, teaching them how to masturbate by 5 years old. Well, when you're going to start teaching 5-year-olds how to masturbate by the time they're 13, they're professionals. They know everything there is to do with sex. And in today's society, as much as everybody, all these so-called adults that ain't adults, are all chasing sex and everything's about sex and people don't care what they talk about in front of kids. They don't care what they show. Everything's about it. All of the world's about it. And you actually think these kids don't see what's going on. You actually play them for being completely densely stupid, not knowing what's going on. The only ones that are completely densely stupid are the adults. The majority of children in today's society are actually more of adults, more responsible, and more grown up than 90% of the adults. And that is no lie, that's fact. And in this case, I have to agree with the sheriff. This boy was a victim of being bullied. And because he was bullied and pushed on, and bullied and pushed on, and bullied and pushed on, he didn't have a girlfriend in his life. He was 13. Okay? And love isn't sex, but I know all you people think sex is love. Okay? Because you're fucking sick. Because the brain rape worked. It successfully worked on you. Congratulations, Global Elite. So, what do we have? We have a boy that was pushed and picked on and pushed and picked on and teased, ridiculed. So, and he didn't have a girlfriend in his life. Couldn't get a girlfriend in his life probably if he tried because in 1 to 5 seconds, even at that age, they already know because they're all going by the same thing. Who's the most popular kid in school? Yeah, that's right. Who's the one that makes my hoe wet? Even though puberty's just started, I know that I gotta make my hoe wet. Okay, you know, it's all gonna still be the same fucking bullshit. And the kid's going to fucking get pushed out. It's gonna be hard on him. He's gonna get picked on and ridiculed by other fucking sick-in-the-head boys because these boys are brain raped successively. Dumb fucks, okay? And they love the idea of peer pressure. They love the idea of tormenting him. I mean, these kids at school love tormenting other people because they're bullies. And then, of course, we got a society that thinks that, well, they'll outgrow it. No. Bullies don't outgrow becoming bullies. They become adult bullies. And then they do, and then they get a position in life and they bully you, the fucking dumb sheeple people. That's right. Let's look around you. What's going on in society? Well, we have cops that are practicing being thugs, listening to criminal organizations, working for criminal organizations, going around tasering people and beating people just because they can, because they have a badge. Because why? Well, when these cops grew up, they were the bullies too. That's right, they were bullies, just like these boys here did to this boy. And see, they didn't outgrow it. They just grew up and became an adult bully. See, if you don't corral them when they're kids and teach them it's wrong then, it's too late. It'll be for the rest of their life. And for you sick fucking adults who think that, well, you just got to put up with it because bullying's a part of life. When I was a kid, you're just going to have to man up. Well, can you just remember when the kid walks to the next Columbine High School and a kid walks in and opens fire and kills a bunch of kids? To all of you adults that believe that shit about bullying, you just remember this. Well, just gonna have to put up with it. You need to man up. It's part of life that somebody walked into school with a gun and shot and killed 10 people. That's right. So just put up with it. It's part of life. See, got your same attitude right back, don't I? Yeah, I'm acting just like you. Don't you love how you act? See, this is how sick you people are. Nope, I have to side with the sheriff here. We have 2 victims. And for the court, they actually have the audacity to say the boys, to say that the boys, well, he's being charged on criminal sexual contact is fine. Criminal sexual penetration of a minor. Now that part is actually fucking a joke. Because he's a minor himself. But that's right, you're acting like he's a full-grown adult because he's got a dick between his legs, isn't that right? Because you have already sexually discriminated against him. Because he has a dick between his legs, isn't that right? That's exactly why they wrote that charge that way. Because he's already been sexually discriminated against. Don't take you sick fucks long to discriminate against somebody because of their gender, does it? Took you a whole second to discriminate. You looked and seen he had a dick between his legs and you're discriminating and you don't care about his age. Because you're all sick fucks. And the reason this happened is because everything in society is about sex. So I'll guarantee the sheriff's right here. But of course the dumb idiots couldn't figure that out, could they? Well, it's like the sheriff knows much more about what happened at school than we do. Well, yeah, that's because the sheriff still uses something that you people don't use. Called his brains.